Careful.
Oh, we have buzzers here.
Robin's on fire today. She had a very tough basketball game yesterday.
I like
Who won?
Jeopardy, though.
Who won the game?
Dominic.
He did?
Yeah, but it was under duress.
He did. I
would have bet on you, but you weigh 400 pounds less.
I can't shoot, Belle.
You were so cocky yesterday. I would have lost money if I was here.
Well, that's what I was trying to do, lose everybody money who got me into
I
this.
lost 200.
Good, I'm glad.
I'll play Dominic.
I still don't buy me getting you into it. You could always say no to anything.
You talk to your friend Dominic about whether you're lying or not. I'm telling you what he told me.
I don't care. Even let's say I cook everything I do on the show. I cook up at some point.
Don't cook up for me.
You're saying you now do not.
Everybody in your recipe but me.
Hold on. You are now saying. Let me get this straight. You do not want to be.
Unless it's on the show.
What is on the show?
While we're doing the show.
She doesn't want to work after 11 a.m. is what she's saying.
Can I just ask a quick question?
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, Robert.
In other words, if I have a writing meeting...
No, but why?
If we have a writing meeting...
Why would it bother you?
Why would it bother you? You have the option to do it or not.
Had nothing to do with you. You were with a bunch of guys sitting around playing
That's not true, but yeah, let's say it was.
Life.
Yeah.
That's your personal life. It has nothing to do with me. My name shouldn't come out.
Well, let's say my personal life, let's say I'm sitting at home and I come up with an idea that, hey, me and Robin should do a shoot underwater.
That's thinking about the show.
Right, this was thinking about the show.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't?
No, you were playing cards. You shouldn't be thinking about the show.
What? All right, listen. I don't want.
There's no way out.
Yeah, there's no way out. Okay.
I just can't.
There's no argument.
There's no rationale.
Yeah, there's no rationale.
Dominic Barber wore shorts.
No, that was the worst part of it. I wanted to see him in a pair of shorts.
What did he have, an outside shot? I mean, what did he do?
He had he had something of an outside shot, barely an outside shot. She just never played before, and she scored 4 points.
Wow. I'm impressed.
It's more than you would do, Belzer, I guarantee
I'll spot him 6 points in a 7-point game.
Really?
Yeah.
But when do we cook this up?
And give him the ball out.
I don't know.
It's on the show. It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on the show. Okay. Listen, never mind that. I want to get to the game. All right, listen. This is the wackiest thing I ever heard.
I want to box Geraldo. No,
it's not going to happen. Geraldo, of course. First of all, let me explain to these guys what's going on, Robin. They might not have an idea. Right. If Baba Booey explained to them, I'm sure they don't.
Are we on the air?
Yes. Yeah, Geraldo and Richard Belzer. I want to thank you, first of all. Robin is going to be appearing on Jeopardy. I believe she has an excellent chance of winning. Especially Celebrity Jeopardy is always to give you stupid questions. So she's going to blow these guys away.
My friend Cheech won.
Yes, Cheech did win.
Yes, he did.
So what we're doing is a warm-up session.
Right.
So that she is comfortable when she gets there. And you two guys are like sparring partners for Robin.
All right.
All right? We want you to play your best.
Come here, Robin.
No, we want you to play your best. We want you to take this in a serious manner.
Right.
There's going to be kidding around, Belzer. Nobody's interested.
No jokes.
Yeah, no jokes.
Masterpiece Theater. I thought it was.
Who is the black guy?
Yeah,
that's Christopher Darden. There's a picture of Christopher Darden.
I knew Christopher Darden.
I feel bad. Now, where do you think Chris would? I feel bad. Chris is here and we don't have him on the show. I mean,
put him on. Let him do what Gary's doing.
Would he like to do that?
Sure, he would.
And he can, do the numbers like those.
Well, we need somebody to actually pull the numbers.
Oh, good.
If he wants to do that. I mean, I'd be happy to have Christopher Darden do it. He could be the card girl if he wants.
He's gone show business.
Let's bring in Christopher Darden. Ask him if he wants to.
I think Chris has still got that soft spot for Robin.
Oh, please.
Yeah,
I heard he was engaged.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Well,
is he engaged?
Honeymoon's over.
He won't fess up.
White woman or black woman?
No, he never goes with a white woman.
Is that true?
Never.
Chris, how you doing? Christopher Darden.
You say that like there's something wrong with white women.
There is something wrong with white women.
Hi, Chris.
They won't go out with me. Why should they go out with Chris?
White men.
Chris, take a seat. Chris, do you want to turn the? In other words, when I call a category, would you like to turn the card?
You mean like kind of a Vanna?
Yeah, like a kind of a Vanna White thing.
Vanna Black.
I mean, I didn't know you were showing up. You want to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, Chris, are you engaged or not?
He is engaged.
Are you engaged?
Geraldo keeps spreading this tabloid stuff.
Oh, please. It's true.
The pressure people are putting on me about this engagement stuff.
Who is it, Marsha Clark?
It's you, honey. I'm talking to you, baby.
What are you saying Chris doesn't go out with white girls? He went out with Marsha.
They were colleagues. They were forced together by circumstance.
Sex is sex, buddy.
That's right.
Geraldo is always writing. They were forced together by circumstance.
Could somebody put me in those circumstances? I need to be forced. How's it going, Chris? Good to see you.
Okay, hey.
That guy's a good lawyer, great lawyer, and that O.J. case was a farce. That's all I'm going to say about it. I'm not going to get into it because we're here to help Robin play Jeopardy.
That's right.
Go out on a limb.
All right, okay, here we go. Now, guys, I think you've all...
Yeah, take a stand, Howard.
All right, here we go. Choice. No, I've always said I thought Chris was a good attorney. I don't think he did a bad job on the case. I think he did a good job.
The guy got off, but...
Oh, okay. Right.
He is brooding and melancholy.
Belzer, do you really feel that way? You don't think Chris did a good job at the case?
Oh, he did a good job, but, you know, Marcia didn't do so
No, come on. That was a whole racial thing. Come on. Right, Geraldo?
No, it's more than race.
Right. Here we go. Chris, I'll go on vacation with you. I don't care.
I'm moving to Baltimore.
All right. Here's how we play the game. I'm going to, now, how do we choose the person to pick first? I forgot how we did that yesterday.
I think everyone was gracious enough to let Robin go first.
No, I didn't go first yesterday. See,
well, you can go first today, honey.
You got real confused with your anger.
All right, here we go. All right, we're going to play the game. You know, and by the way, let me remind everyone, answer it in question form. Do you know that, Geraldo?
I never watched the show.
How many Jews does it take to...
No.
Screw in a light bulb?
All right, here we go.
You didn't give us the categories.
All right, let me give you the categories. And please call me, everyone, including Chris, call me Alex.
Okay. Trebek?
Yeah. No, Alex, because Robin has to get in shape for this.
Okay.
Then let's call Chris Vanna.
Well, she's not. That's mixing shows.
I don't know.
Hey, if you want to call Chris Vanna, do that on vacation. Not in here, buddy. All right? There's a lot of people who are uptight about that kind of stuff. Okay, our categories are the following. Sports. And I threw sports in specifically, Robin, because...
I hate them.
That's right. So if I plotted against you, I'm sorry, but I feel in your training you should even get at subjects that you're not particularly good at. Sports, definitions, artists, actors and roles, world geography, and anatomy. These are the categories.
Anatomy.
That's right. And I'm going to allow Robin to pick first because she's the one going on Real Jeopardy. Okay.
I'll ask Chris for his advice on anatomy.
Anatomy for 100, Alex.
Anatomy, thank you. And thank you for calling me Alex.
So he puts it on sports.
Chris, you better pay attention.
I didn't do it. I did that.
Gary, let Chris do it.
Try to help.
All right, here we go. Anatomy for 100. Everyone pay attention, please. Remember to buzz in. There'll be a farting sound effect in there.
Come in.
Part of your body that has a root, a crown, and a pulp cavity. Robin Quivers.
What is a tooth?
What is a tooth is correct for 100. Putting Geraldo and Belzer in. Go ahead, Robin. Pick again.
Anatomy for 200, Alex.
Anatomy?
One book describes it as a crumpled gray jelly divided into two halves like a walnut. That would be Richard Belzer.
It's called The Brain, but...
That is wrong.
What?
Geraldo or Robin?
Did you finish the question, Alex? I would like to have it read again.
One book describes it as a crumpled gray jelly divided into two halves like a walnut. Geraldo?
No, I don't know. It's not a brain. Sounds like a brain.
That is incorrect.
Scrotum? Sorry.
Robin?
Ass?
The answer is, what is the brain?
Oh, he didn't
answer in question 4.
Kiss my white tuchus. I got it right.
It's not the brain.
What did I do wrong?
You have minus 200. Geraldo has minus 200. You didn't answer in question 4.
What is the brain?
What is the brain?
You got to allow me that.
No, they don't allow it in Jeopardy.
I thought they gave you one.
Chris, could you be my attorney for a second?
You want to play or you want to...
No, you're right.
All right, go ahead, Robin.
I have to learn.
Anatomy for 300, Alex.
Pale.
There's too many bodily fluids on the show.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Pale, watery fluid that bathes and feeds body tissues and is cleaned and filtered by nodes. Robin.
That would be, what is a lymph?
That is correct for 300, Robin.
Hey, can I just say something right now?
What is lymph?
She's a nurse. That's all.
Well, but
she's a nurse. That's all.
So steal, and you almost had brain if you'd answered properly.
If I had a brain.
And Robin, go ahead.
Anatomy for 400, Alex.
Sitting atop the kidneys are these glands which supply the hormones that kick in when you fight, Robin.
What are the adrenals?
That is correct.
I give up.
No, this is good. I like what I'm seeing. There's plenty of the categories.
Geraldo and I are going to go on vacation.
Anatomy for 500, Alex.
Name of the 20 to 23 foot long tube comprised of the duodenum.
That was Richard. Richard got in first.
Richard.
What are the intestines?
That is wrong.
What is the small intestine?
That is correct.
That's it.
Robin. Hey, Bells, sit down. Come on. Geraldo embarrassingly not even in there,
Howard.
But yes.
You know, really,
I haven't even. I want to practice my button because I.
Look at Belzer.
What is that, Gary?
I don't want to tell you how to play the game, but generally in a case like that, you should ask him to be more specific.
Okay. Well,
lower.
Okay. Robin is at plus 1,300. Geraldo minus 200. Richard Belzer at minus 700.
At least I'm not last.
All right, Robin, continue.
Wait a minute.
Let's see what happens. Robin, it's your turn.
Let's go to definitions, Alex, for 100.
Good. And thank you for calling me Alex. That's very good. To a little girl, it's a hat. To an Indian, a war headdress. to a Londoner the hood of a car? Robin.
What is a bonnet?
That is correct for 100. Nicely done.
Nurses wear bonnets.
Robin, go ahead.
Let's go with definitions for 200, Alex.
It's the deliberate destruction of hair roots using electric current. Robin.
What is electrolysis?
That is correct.
I knew that was
Robin?
I have a full head of hair. I wouldn't know that.
Definitions for 300, Alex.
Pianism is a fancy word for this. Pianism is a fancy word for this. Richard Belzer.
What is a piano repairman?
What is piano playing or technique?
Well,
I'm sorry. That is wrong. Minus 300.
That was good, though. That was a good guess.
Yeah.
It's courageous.
Robin, it's still your turn.
Definitions for 400, Alex.
Geraldo, surprisingly quiet for a man who supposedly has a law degree. A ewer, E-W-E-R, isn't a ram. It's one of these in the shape of a vase. Geraldo.
What is a lamb?
No, that is wrong.
Oh.
Richard Belzer.
what is a vase?
That's correct. What is a pitcher or jug? That's correct. Vase is acceptable as well. A ewer. Richard Belzer still on the minus side at minus 600. Geraldo minus 600 and 1,600 plus for Robin. Go ahead, Robin.
Oh, my God.
Oh, excuse me,
Belzer
Belzer.
now. He got one right.
All right, Belzer.
Oh, good.
How about
good.
geography? Actors and roles.
All right, actors and roles. Something you guys should all be familiar with being in the field of show business. Except for you, Geraldo. Okay. All right, here we go. Leonard Rosenberg changed his name to this before he played Felix Unger. Robin Quivers.
That would be Tony... Oh, who is Tony Randall?
That is correct. For 100.
She said that would be...
No, she corrected herself fast enough. If you had done that, I would have given it to you.
me, man.
Check with Christopher Darden. Don't look at me. Go ahead.
Chris.
Go ahead, Robin.
Ruling.
No, it's right.
Let's take actors and roles for 200, Alex.
This was Steve McQueen's profession in both his first TV series and his last film. Richard Belzer.
What is a bounty hunter?
That is correct for 200. Richard Belzer chooses the category.
Let's stay with the show business premise here, actors and roles.
For 300. In the 1960s TV series Combat, Vic Morrow and Rick Jason were soldiers in this war. Geraldo.
What is World War II?
That is correct in answer in question form. That's 300.
Mine didn't work last time.
Geraldo, you can choose.
World Geography for 500.
All right, things are heating up now. For 500.
World geography for 500. He's coming
taught
back.
geography.
Listen carefully for 500.
All right.
Tenerife, Tenerife. Geraldo.
Where is Spain? Or what is Spain?
I'm sorry.
Or what is the Balearic Islands?
I'm sorry, that is wrong. Tenerife is the largest of this Spanish island group off the northwest coast of Africa. Geraldo, you cannot buzz in. You got it wrong.
Come on, what is the Canaries?
That is wrong. Richard Belzer.
What are the Azores?
All right.
Rod is wrong. I'm going to stop this because Geraldo gave the right answer to Canaries. I'm not going to deduct points for Belzer.
Oh, because he said it wrong?
Yeah, he can't buzz in twice. You cannot buzz in twice. You already gave the wrong answer.
But he hasn't.
Give it to him? All right. The Canaries, you get 500.
Oh, give it to him.
Give it to him. Give Geraldo 500.
Me.
Give Geraldo 500.
Yeah, because he's half Jewish. If he was all Jewish, you wouldn't give it to him.
All right, here we go. We're going to give it to you only because you're
Well, how did I
sympathetic.
have minus 300? I just got 500.
You had minus...
You had minus 600.
See,
I don't know what you had.
my appeal.
Minus 800. Go ahead. What is it?
Geography for 400.
All right. 2 of the 3 Canadian provinces with 2-word names. Richard Belzer.
British Columbia.
Remember to answer question for him.
Oh, what is British Columbia? And what is Prince George?
I'm sorry, that is wrong.
Geraldo. What is Nova Scotia?
Oh.
And you have to do him 2.
Oh, and what is British Columbia?
That is correct. That's 400.
So I gave him half his answer.
That's right.
What the hell's going on here?
That's the way the game is played.
Who would even choose world geography?
300 geography.
Okay, here we go. Geraldo coming on strong
He's good
now.
in geography.
Robin being gracious and giving him the 500.
Oh, yeah, right.
A strip of land on the Mediterranean is named for this city where Samson brought down the house. Geraldo.
What is Gaza?
That is correct for 300.
Gaza Strip.
Let me remind you, the score now is Robin 1,700, Geraldo 900, Richard Belzer minus 800. Not too bright. All right, go ahead. Geraldo.
200 geography.
In 1975, this Vietnamese city was renamed to honor the late president of North Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh.
What
Geraldo.
is Saigon?
That is correct for 200. Sweeping this
I knew
category.
that.
Well, you didn't buzz in quick enough.
That's true.
Silly pants. Geraldo, go ahead and choose.
Geography.
All right, Christopher Darden doing an excellent job, by the way.
Chris, the pose is not...
If only O.J. was on trial and you were doing this good a job. Here we go. I still say you did a great job in that trial. I don't care what anyone says.
And I'm looking for work. And
all right. Well, you're doing good at this. All right. This doesn't pay too good, though. In May of 1988, this mountain became the highest spot on Earth from which a live TV broadcast originated. Richard Belzer.
I was going to say Mount St. Helens, but...
That is wrong.
What is Mount St. Helens?
That is wrong still. Geraldo.
What is Mount Everest?
That is correct for 100.
Geraldo probably did the show.
Yeah,
you were up there.
I went skiing.
Wasn't there a vault? Geraldo, it is you're choice. You're on a roll. You're at 1,200. Robin at 1,700 in the lead, and Richard Belzer at -900.
Don't keep mentioning what I hate.
Definitions.
Definitions. We've 500. We have one left in that category. Here we go. Don't use your curry comb to make curry powder. You're supposed to do this with it. Robin.
What is comb your hair?
I'm sorry, that is wrong. Richard Belzer.
What is tease your hair?
I'm sorry, that is wrong.
I have no clue.
All right, it is what is groom your horse. I'm so sorry. Robin.
Tease your hair, groom your horse. What's the difference?
It's the same thing. A horse has hair.
Yeah.
Well, evidently it doesn't.
Now, wait a minute.
I'm going to have to reject both of your answers. That's -500 for Robin. So Robin's at 1,200. Geraldo's at 1,200. We have a tie up there. And Richard Belzer at -1,400.
Oh,
Robin gave me money to throw this. So I didn't want
to. All right, let's go back to Geraldo's turn.
Artist for 500.
Artist for 500. Wow. Geraldo just going for it.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Played like a real maniac.
That's who he is.
This painter.
Didn't you and Chris go out?
Yes, but we're playing a game.
I was just wondering. I wanted to clarify.
What went wrong, I wonder?
Nothing went wrong.
That's another game show. Let's do that.
That's the dating game.
Yeah, right.
You're not playing that. All right, here we go. 500.
I just want to tell you really...
During my interview segment, we'll talk about that.
Yes.
This painter of American primitives illustrated "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" at age 100. Richard Belzer.
Who is Grandma Moses?
That is correct for 500. 500.
That was good.
And Belzer, you choose.
Let's stick with artists at 400.
Gee, Belzer, you're only at -900.
Don't continually ridicule me or I'll walk out of here.
He was the most famous artist born on the island of Crete. Richard Belzer.
Island of Crete.
Good to buzz in when you don't even have a clue.
No,
well, you got to answer or I'm going to have to disqualify you. Oh, I'm so sorry. Geraldo or Robin? He was the most famous artist born on the island of Crete.
Man.
I'm so sorry. Who was El Greco?
I never would have gotten
I was going to say Jose Greco. But
well, you were close. You should have gone with it.
Who danced on the island?
Go ahead, my friend. Richard Belzer. You
Again?
choose. Yes.
No, he lost.
I lost.
Yeah, but he still had the last right answer.
Oh, he did?
Oh, I see. We'll continue with artists.
Oh, that's right. He
for
did.
300.
Once a sailor and Paris stockbroker, he painted some of the finest works in Tahiti. And that would be Geraldo.
Oh!
Who is Van Gogh?
That is wrong. I'm sorry. Richard Belzer.
Who is Gauguin?
That is correct. 300. Geraldo, no cursing. We have a good match on our hands. 900 for Geraldo. Robin in the lead with 1,200, -900 for Richard Belzer. He's coming on strong. Go ahead, Belzer.
Let's stay with artists.
Can't wait till Belzer gets to 0. All right, for 200.
Neither can I.
Picasso was born in this country in 1881, but spent most of his life in France. Robin.
What is Spain?
That is correct for 200, Robin Quivers. Robin chooses.
You set her up with some kind of hand signal.
Everybody knew that.
Actors and roles for 300, Alex.
Thank you. 300 is taken for some reason on my board.
Oh.
We did that one. Maybe there's some confusion.
Missed that.
You have 400 and 500 if you like.
Actors and roles for 400.
All right, for $400, actors and roles. Robert De Niro. Robert De Niro fans got a bang out of this 1973 film in which he played a dying baseball player, Richard Belzer.
What is Bang the Drum Slowly?
That is correct for 400. 400. Belzer, you choose.
Let's do the 500 on the actors and artists and roles.
She was Theo's math teacher on The Cosby Show and The Spider Woman and Kiss of the Spider Woman. Robin Quivers.
Who is Sonia Braga?
That is correct for 500.
I never would have gotten
Very nice. Robin, it's your choice.
That was good, Robin.
The only
Sports for 100, Alex.
yes, and that is correct. That is the only category left, except for artists at 100, I would believe.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. Sports for how much?
100.
In the last 35 years, this team has had only 2 managers, Walter Alston and Tommy Lasorda Geraldo.
Who are the Dodgers?
That is correct for 100. Geraldo, you choose.
Austin. Sports for 500.
Okay. The Salt Palace is home to this NBA team. Geraldo.
Oh.
Who are the Utah Jazz?
That is correct for 500.
My
500.
thing's broken.
Geraldo in second place at 1,500. Robin in first place 1,900. Richard Belzer we won't mention.
300 sports.
Okay. First American to win an Olympic gold medal for individual performances in women's gymnastics. Robin.
Who is Mary Lou Retton?
That is correct for $300. Very nice. Very nicely done. Robin, you choose. You have 2 choices. Artist or sports?
Artist for 100.
Okay. This Italian genius has been called the greatest artist of the 1400s, Robin.
Who is Leonardo? Who is Michelangelo?
I protest.
Hold it. Let me judge. I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Belzer.
Who is Leonardo da Vinci?
That is correct. Always go with your first instinct. All right, that's minus 100 for Robin, plus 100 for Belzer, and we have one left. I'll read it to you. It's sports for 200. Here we go.
Okay, Alex.
And thank you. In July 1889, he won the last professional bare-knuckle fight in the U.S. Richard Belzer.
Who is John L. Sullivan?
That is correct. For 200. Unfortunately, at the end of our game, Richard Belzer is at minus 200.
Do I have to give Robin $200?
Robin is in the lead at 2,100. Geraldo at 1,500. I'm going to tell you our final Jeopardy category. Unfortunately, only Geraldo and Robin can play. In fact, Chris Darden scored more points than Belzer, and he was even winning. Belz, you can go watch.
To figure out the rules.
Belz, you can go watch your wife in a porno. We have it queued up in the back.
Why do that when she's here live?
All right.
Gorillas in the backseat of the limo.
Let's Geraldo and Robin. Your final.
Wife was in a porno movie?
No.
What was that, Geraldo?
He asked if his wife was in a porno movie.
Yes.
No.
Why are you saying no? Why are you embarrassed?
Because it wasn't a porno movie.
Tell him what the movie was.
There was no insertion.
What was it?
It was called Young Lady Chatterley.
Have you ever seen it?
That is a porno movie.
Of
course it is.
I know. I'm glad your lawyer's here because they're going to be putting you back together in a hospital and a courtroom, pal. You think that chair hurt? You think that was painful?
Bells, the last time you did that, Hulk Hogan dropped you on your head.
Yeah, and I have a house in France. I want to get one in Italy.
All right, there we go.
Smack me around, Geraldo. I need the house in
Now
Italy.
listen carefully, Geraldo and Robin. Geraldo and Robin. This is a good match for Robin. It's a tight match. Robin's in the lead. During the commercials, I'm going to ask you to write down the amount you want to wager. The amount you want to wager. And hide it from Robin, and Robin hide it from Geraldo. The final Jeopardy category is birds.
Oh,
birds.
no.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Sir.
James
Birds.
Bond.
Think about it.
I grew up in New York and Long Island. I know pigeons and crows.
Think about it. Think about how much you want to wager as we break away. I'll put a divider between the two of you. And we'll be back right after Final Jeopardy.
But I get to go first.
We'll be back after this.
We'll be back with the Howard Stern Show. Don't go away. 97.1 The Eagle. The Howard Stern Show.
Now, like on Real Jeopardy, since we're coming back, isn't that a nice song? From the Private Parts soundtrack, LL Cool J and the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Together?
Oh, yeah. I got them together. And that was no easy trick.
Hip.
Yeah, very hip.
How come you didn't have Notorious B.I.G.?
Notorious B.I.G. was unavailable. Yeah. But I got LL Cool J. Geraldo, keep it in your pants. Boy, he loves sexy music. Let me, Oh, please. You never saw such dancing.
I was caressing my little buzzer.
Now, wait a minute.
To watch Geraldo dance to LL Cool J and the Red Hot Chili Peppers is truly a frightening thing. All right, anyway, first of all, let me thank everybody for showing up today. Surprise guest, Christopher Darden. We're playing Jeopardy. Chris, let me just say that I understand you were on Charles Grodin last night.
Uh-oh.
And,
yeah, what were you doing on there?
What were you doing there?
Hanging out.
Hanging out. And let me ask you something. Were you distracted by his bad toupee?
I didn't notice. I don't look at guys' hair.
Charles Grodin's toupee.
I don't do a
The
nine
kind you wear.
You don't. And what is the scoop? Are you engaged or not to somebody?
You know.
Your girlfriend is going to get very upset if you're not willing to claim her in public.
Declare your love publicly.
I love you, honey.
It's you.
Who are you talking
And you know
about?
who you mean.
Baby, you know
All
who you
those
are.
honeys out there.
Yeah. Are there like 3 or 4 women now going, yes, we are engaged? Chris, you are quite a ladies' man. I've read all the things about you.
Oh, no. Don't believe the hype.
Women dig you. Let's face it.
Robin didn't you know?
Did you ever call again? Did you ever call again?
Oh! Robin's at one end of the studio. I'm at the other end of the studio.
That's true.
This is where they sat me.
And as usual,
Let's move over. Geraldo, you and I move over. Let's Chris scoot in there.
No. Robin.
Good use for this thing.
Yeah. Robin, you make a good point. You're saying Chris never called you.
That's
again.
right.
So romance, if there was going to be some, would have been up to Chris as a man to call you.
Got a call.
Well, he might have been a little busy with a murder trial.
This was after the murder trial.
It was after the
No.
Did he get
trial.
to first base?
No. The guy.
What?
Easy.
Geraldo asking the tough questions.
Hey,
What
I got
about
my
first
mother's
base?
picture on my wall. Watch your language.
Wait, Geraldo is asking the tough questions as he's known to do.
Yes.
What's the
well,
answer?
I don't think so.
You never kissed him.
You're not supposed to. I never not kiss until.
Really? So what's
Never
the answer?
not.
Yeah.
Never not.
Did you kiss her or not?
Who, Robin?
Yeah.
No.
You didn't kiss her?
A hearty handshake.
You don't just walk up to Robin.
What's your sexual
You have to get an invitation.
That's good.
It was hard to know if you should or shouldn't. Am I correct?
Well, yeah, you know, and
Right.
I mean, she is Robin Quipper.
Right.
There they were in that
Sure
little
is.
bathroom.
In what bathroom? What are you talking
Wait,
about?
did you hear his whole story? You met him at a donut shop?
You know, it's true. Robin's book reveals
Dear. Here
that
we go.
she met a man, and within a half an hour, he bent her over a
Not
sink.
a half-
Maybe he was a
Stop
plumber and he
it.
was
Are you aware of that, Mr. Darden?
I've read the book.
So were you hoping for the same thing? And
Now, wait a minute.
He bends her over the sink and has anal sex, and you don't kiss her.
Hey.
One more outburst like that, and I'll clear my throat.
a real man would have gotten it. That's all I'm going to say, Chris. Really. Be ashamed of yourself.
I was tired.
Robin, were you shocked now that the information is out in your book, Quivers of Life, that you did have this experience? Are you shocked when men don't get a little more aggressive?
Ouch.
No, I'm not.
You're not.
Alex.
Right. All right, let me move on. Let
I
me
didn't know you
introduce.
were in the Air Force. I was impressed by that.
Let me introduce one of our players. Unfortunately, he's not involved in the final Jeopardy round because he tanked so bad. But this comedian is considered the comedian's comedian, which means he continues to do stand-up while Jim Carrey and Jerry Seinfeld zip past him. Just kidding.
Well, this is my press release to give you an idea how bad my press people are.
His wife does porno, and he is the star of NBC's Homicide,
Life on the
the man who makes the show happen every week. Here's the man with...
And April 9th at the Supper Club, my HBO special.
Oh, that's right.
That's right. People can come watch you tape that.
And on April 9th at the Supper Club in Manhattan.
Richard Belzer.
Ticketmaster, I think.
Assassination of Kennedy.
And John Kennedy's murder will be solved musically.
Let me introduce, of course, Geraldo, the first newsman. He is the frisky newsman, I should call him.
First?
No, the frisky newsman is obsessed with O.J. Simpson. Still had time to have an illegitimate child. We just read that in the Inquirer.
You have a son.
You have a son?
Dad?
Dad?
Are you engaged, Geraldo?
Geraldo, what
You are the illegitimate child, Christopher.
Now, wait a minute.
Also, he is a boxer with a mustache that still smells of ABC interns. The man who...
What does that mean? I'm not sure what that means.
Please. You don't know what that means? The man who found absolutely nothing in Al Capone's vault and finds Bette Midler attractive, Geraldo Rivera. Geraldo, tell us about your new love child. What can you tell us?
Well, just about everything.
What happened? You were keeping this a secret?
I was not keeping it a secret. I just was not publicizing it.
Really?
There's a difference.
Sounds like a secret to me.
And then Michael Jackson sold the picture.
Geraldo, what happened? All of a sudden I read you have a grown son somewhere.
Not a grown son. He's a young boy.
Oh.
37 years old.
37. Geraldo, that's young. Now, how old is this boy?
37.
No, really, how old is he?
I refuse to divulge anything.
Are you serious?
He's not,
That you didn't
he's not
read in the
college.
Globe.
He's not in college.
He's not.
So that is obviously someone who before you met Cece, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. Uh-oh.
You know, sort of during,
Before I
but
got
before the
married.
marriage.
Before I got
Yeah.
Oh, I
The
see.
vows, pre-vows.
At least that's what he's
Pre-vow.
saying.
At least she never told you.
No, biologically you can check that.
And you of course you were afraid
Is
to tell.
this a Jeopardy category where
This is the interview. This Rob's got to get used to this part too.
Okay.
All right.
Get him, Howard, get him.
Right.
He does it to other people all the time.
Right.
Get
So,
him.
Geraldo, what you're saying is
Yes.
that if I'm embarrassing you, please let me continue.
Okay.
What you're saying is you had an affair while you were with the beautiful Cece, and you
Affair is over.
affairs, and you
A rendezvous, like
A
Bill
rendezvous.
Cosby.
Right,
He had
right,
a
right.
rendezvous.
Yeah, rendezvous. Whatever you want.
Rendezvous.
A rendezvous
booty
also.
call.
a booty call. Cosby had a booty call. That's right. Let's face it.
Booty call.
Yeah, he calls it a rendezvous.
Yeah.
So, Geraldo, you had this booty call, and you met a beautiful woman, obviously, and you had an affair, and a child was produced. Now, you knew about the child, so she must have hit you up for a bunch of dough, so you decided to keep it quiet so Cece wouldn't find out. Am I correct?
No, wrong. You're wrong in almost every one of your essential points.
Go ahead. Correct me.
I will on my own radio show.
On your own radio show?
He doesn't have a radio
You don't have a radio show. This is your radio show.
That means never. I guess another way of saying never.
And was this a Puerto Rican woman, white woman, black woman?
An Earth person.
White woman?
Planet.
Was this a white woman?
Most of his children are black.
Most of his children are black? Yeah. I didn't realize that. Geraldo, most of your illegitimate children are black?
Most
is that correct? I didn't realize that.
The 6 older ones are.
No, but I mean, you're not. Are you embarrassed by this?
I am absolutely not embarrassed by it, but to go into detail when you think of the youngster involved.
Oh, thinking of others. Interesting.
Yes. Tells us everything about the other kids.
No,
right.
Right.
Yeah, even puts his other kids on his show. Go ahead, yes.
No, why involve him in my public life?
Indeed. He must be happy to find out. Did he know all along you were his father? Oh, he knew. And you used to go visit him and stuff?
Yes.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Well, they had a picture of Geraldo walking with him hand in hand.
How'd you keep that all a secret?
Good question.
Teach me.
Yeah. Yeah. Chris, you got a couple of kids running around, isn't that correct?
No, not a couple.
One.
Oh, you got one. But you had about 5.
Hey.
All right. Hey, what did Geraldo say?
Honeymoon's over. Honeymoon's over.
What did Geraldo say?
Apparently, there's more than one. Apparently, we hit on this.
Get the globe on the phone.
What did you say, Geraldo?
I withdraw the question.
Oh, there's something going on.
If you withdrew a little earlier, you wouldn't have an illegitimate son walking around. Jesus.
With my buzzer. And this is just the way it's going to be,
So, Geraldo, did your child buy a Brinks truck yet? To back all your money out of the...
Liquor's talking money.
Right, okay, here we go.
He gives all his money to charity.
Yeah.
Geraldo, wasn't the woman, in fact, Kitty Carlisle who had your love baby? So you deny that?
She was murdered for knowing too much about the Kennedy murder.
I think.
She's one of those, man.
No, it was not Kitty Carlisle.
That was the Dorothy Kilgallen.
Okay, it was who is Dorothy Kilgallen? I was making up a
So, Chris,
question.
you're claiming you have one illegitimate child.
My child is extremely legitimate.
All children are
Legitimate.
legitimate. That's a bogus term.
Oh,
I agree.
Oh, I see. All right, well, you guys are inventing the whole thing.
Child.
All right. Any on the way?
Let's ask the judge. Wait a minute. Let's get a ruling on
Yeah,
that.
can you guys buzz in? All right. We've learned a lot today.
What is a booty call? They should go. That's a better question.
Our reigning champion is a skilled equestrian, basketball player,
Basketball player.
former captain in the Air Force, was recently assaulted by a big, fat, bloated attorney, and likes to go to San Francisco and have third input sex in the bathroom with a strange man.
Ridiculous.
Here is Robin Quivers.
I hate this description.
That's what we're sending.
Well, that's from Alice Trebek's book.
Right. Anyway, let me remind everyone what's going on here. Geraldo, Chris, Belzer, all gracious enough to come down here and help Robin with the Jeopardy game, which she will be playing very soon.
You're welcome.
Robin is presently at $2,100. Geraldo is at $1,500. Bells, unfortunately, you're at -200. You can't play. And Chris,
I'm here to serve.
You were the letter turner, so we can't have you do that.
I'm here to serve.
All right. Let me remind everyone that our final Jeopardy category is birds.
Who picked birds?
Now, Geraldo, you have written down, of course, how much you're going to wager. Don't tell us what it is. Robin, you have done the same. I am now going to give you the question. Remember to answer in answer form. Question form.
Oh, now I'm confused.
How much can they bet?
They can bet the full amount or from 0 to the full amount that they have.
This could be
interesting.
Yeah. This could
still be an upset.
This is it. This is down to the wire.
The final category is birds. Hide how much you wagered, please. All right. Like a pelican.
Jay Leno. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Please, this is serious.
Like a pelican.
I slipped. I'm sorry.
You can't play.
Who is Jay Leno? I'm sorry.
Please be quiet. I asked for.
I'm sorry, Alex.
I'm going to have no clue.
I'm sorry, Alex.
Like a pelican, a frigate, F-R-I-G-A-T-E, a frigate bird has one of these, but only uses it to attract mates by inflating it. Don't buzz in. Just write your answer down in question form. In question form. Like a pelican, a frigate bird has one of these, but only uses it to attract mates by inflating it. Just like a pelican. Let's see what the answer is. Belzer, I ask you.
I'm just saying frigate.
I beg of you. I beg of you. Or else I'll have to bring up your wife again.
Don't.
Chris, the same of you. Please, no cheating, or I'll bring up the illegitimate children thing. All right? Now, please.
You have a lot of dirt on us.
Yeah, I do. I'm very proud of that. You should be. I am proud of it myself.
Me too.
I only wish I had a love child running around.
Pen should be down.
Would love it. Okay. I see the pens are down. The category is birds. Let's go to, don't give us your answer yet, Geraldo, since you're, you have 1,500. What did you, we shouldn't ask what you wagered yet. We should find out what your answer was. Like a pelican, a frigate bird has one of these, but only uses it to attract mates by inflating it. What did your answer first?
What is a gullet?
All right, that is wrong. How much did you wager?
1,700.
That's pretty odd considering he only has 1,500.
I wanted to, if I lost, I wanted to tie Belzer.
Yeah, but you can't do that.
It's a sympathy vote. It's a sympathy vote.
All right, let's see, Robin, what is your answer?
I didn't know the answer either. I almost wrote gullet, too, and I knew that was wrong, so I said, what is that pouch under
That is correct. That is correct. Pouch.
What?
What is a pouch?
You're kidding!
That is correct. What did you wager? That is correct.
Yeah,
Always write your answer. And what is the,
I wagered only 500 because I don't know anything about
your final score is 2,600. Nicely done. You whipped these guys. Pouch is the correct answer. What is a pouch? And there it is.
This game was thrown. She was a nurse. You had all the anatomy questions. You're doing hands.
Geraldo graciously kissing Robin. Belzer
I had more
yelling.
action than Chris did. Now you have to take her out.
Don't make any illegitimate children with Robin, please, Geraldo. He's practically screwing her right over there.
Wow.
An accidental baby. An accidental discharge that you hit something.
I want to thank Christopher Darden for stopping by. This was a pleasant surprise. Richard Belzer, thank you.
Thank you.
Where are you going to be? April
9th at the Supper Club. I'll be filming my HBO special.
Christopher Darden has a book out. You can still buy it. His whole story.
And I'll be at home on April 9th.
You will be. Why don't you go see Belzer?
You're going to be in Manhattan?
Robin, can I be in Manhattan?
Oh, Robin.
Robin, why don't you bring Chris to my special?
I don't think I get to,
Bring Chris to my special.
Chris, are you asking Robin out?
It's you, baby. It's you. I'm engaged to you, baby.
Chris, you have just asked out Robin to Belzer's special?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey!
All right.
Now all I have to do is get tickets.
I'll give you tickets.
Oh, free tickets. Nice.
Two free tickets.
Sounds like a booty call. Yeah.
More like a rendezvous.
Will you try to kiss
reread that
Robin?
donut episode.
Now that you know she was bent over singing, will you try to kiss Robin on the date?
Come on, Chris.
I'm not.
Do it for the guy.
Second date, I'm usually up to oral sex by then. You're a slow mover, I'll tell you.
And then the girl shows up.
Right.
Yeah.
Robin's been working out, right? You've been playing basketball and lifting weights or something.
You will not try to kiss her on the date?
Well, okay.
Come on, Chris.
You will try.
Try now, man.
What will you do? Will you ask her? Is it like a gentleman? You will say, Robin, may I kiss you now?
I think they should kiss now and get it out of the way.
Oh, here
So
we
they can
go.
get to the oral sex.
Yeah.
I'm no longer into public displays of affection.
Chris, you are not a fan of oral sex?
I am an African American.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Whoa, you're going to get a lot of letters.
What did he say?
He's an African American.
African Americans aren't into oral sex?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
Here's what I am predicting. What are you saying, Gary?
I went to high school in a predominantly large black community too, and that's all the guys used to joke about that black men don't like to do that.
But they like it performed on them.
That's right, but they don't like to.
Dennis
do it.
Rodman said that to Madonna, actually, in his book.
That's true.
Man.
I remember that.
Let me tell you something. I am
Let's not play
predicting.
into racial stereotypes, please.
Please,
Chris
Chris.
started this.
Right. I just want to say I predict, and I'm no Kreskin. I predict that Robin,
Kreskin's no Kreskin.
Robin and Chris will go on their date, and I predict another child for Chris.
And let's hope it's legitimate. Yeah.
Legitimate child.
I just hope this doesn't blow my engagement.
Pardon the expression.
So you are engaged. You are not. All right. Well, there you go.
No, they're going
never know.
to be at my special.
Yes. So Robin and Chris, the next time you will be seeing each other probably is at Belzer's special on April 9th.
That'd be nice.
Geraldo, would you like to plug anything?
No,
Beside,
but I am
Robin?
looking forward. I know Chris will step up to the plate, be the man he is, and will sweep this lady right off her feet. I am convinced.
You are convinced that he will win her over.
You want a double date with Cece and...
No.
I thought Chris was your friend.
You don't want to see Belzer?
You'd like to be with him when women aren't around? Is that the premise?
Those are wife words in L.A.
But I work nights, and that's Thursday night.
Look out for the
That's what my first wife said. But, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. Enough of this nonsense. I want to thank all of you for coming down here.
you,
Robin,
it was
congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
We're going to take a break. Thanks, guys, and we'll be back right after these words.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. Stay right there.